Okay guys, welcome back. Hopefully you have your math notebooks open, you have a calculator out, same thing every day. Okay, copy this down. You should be writing due now. Today's date is 11/17. Copy the first problem down, and then I will move the notebook down so you can copy the last two. Okay, make sure you have a pencil and a calculator. You're ready to go. At any time, if it's going too fast, please tell Mrs. Messina or mute your mic and let me know. Okay, let's copy the next two down. I will go back, so do not worry if you don't have it. Here are the next two problems. Now, as you notice, I am skipping a lot of lines, so you should have at least 5 to 6 spaces in between each example. So if I zoom out, you'll have plenty of room. Copy those down, please. Once again, if I am going too fast, always unmute your mic, let me know. At any time you have questions, unmute your mic. Okay. So right now we'll look at this first one. We're going to work on this one together. Hopefully you have your calculator out. I'll always give you a couple of seconds to type it in as we do the problem together. Just like we did yesterday, we're going to write some notes. Okay. We always start left and right, so always starting at number 10. Number 10 cannot be distributed, so we bring it down. So I'm going to write 10 plus. Now, once again, I remind students, if you're having a hard time with the homework tonight, you can always go back to this video, use this as guidance, okay? These problems will be on the classwork and homework, so always just go back to this video if you have any hard times. Okay, so let's go now. We should be drawing arrows. We always draw our arrows to each term. This is a distributive property. So let's do the first term. We're going to write times, because you were saying 4 times 2. Do that now into your calculator and see what you get. You should have gotten 8x. Do not forget the variable, the letter. Now we go down, we do the next term. You can even always underline, make sure you get the sign in the front. 4 times a positive 3, type it in. Should be a positive 12. Now we're at the next step. We combine like terms. Write that note there. So this can help you with your homework tonight. We are not done. We have to keep going. We always start the left, and I circle my 10 and I go down. The 8x, they're not like terms, so I cannot circle that. But the positive 12, I always take the sign in the front. So now this says 10 plus 12. Type that in the calculator and see what you get. And once again, we should have 2 terms for our final answer. It should be 22. Another trick we do is we cross out what we just did, and what is left is that positive 8x. That positive 8x has to come down. We are done. They are not like terms, so we are finished. Okay, let's go on to the next. Okay, just like we did, we always start to the left. That 4x cannot be distributed, and we're not using it yet, so we simply bring it down and draw a little arrow to remind yourself. Continue down. That positive 2 cannot be distributed, so we bring it straight down. Now there's a number we can write here. We can always write the number 1. That will be very helpful for you, so when you distribute. So write that. So let's just add a note. Write number 1 if you see a problem like this on the homework. Next, we draw our arrows, and we write the word times. And we go down the ladder. 1 times 2 is a positive 2x. Don't forget the variable. 1 times a negative 6. Now make sure you're typing in that negative 6. Do not forget that sign in the front. You can do that now. And you should get a negative 6. Next, we write combine like terms, because we're not done. We circle the 4x. I go down, and there's a positive 2x. I circle that. Now I'm doing 4 plus 2 into the calculator, You can draw 2 lines to help me, knowing that I need 2 terms. 4 plus 2 is 6x. We can cross these out to help simplify it. Now let's underline the next one. 2 minus 6. Now be careful when you do this. Make sure you're using your calculator, because 2 minus 6 is going to get a -4, not a +4. So just be careful with the negatives. And that is our final answer, because we cannot combine them. Okay, here we go, the next one. We cannot use the 2y, so I draw my arrow and I write it again. Now I draw my arrows. I can distribute here. I write times, and I'm going to multiply each term by 3. You see how I separate it. So I do 3 times 2 is a positive. Type it in the calculator, or do it in your head. 6y. Remember, you see I did put the -4 in there. 3 times a -4 is a -12. Combine like terms. Make sure you're writing this in your notebook. 2, let's do squiggly lines now. 2 plus 6, 7, 8. Whatever we don't use comes down. Now, when you start, this is what you should have down. When you do your homework tonight, you can always go back and look at this. This is a reference guide. Look at our notes to help you. Now we are going to page 18. It's the packet in your red folder. Let's start the live lesson now.